Okay, I love it. This guy's doing the hard work for me. For example, if you compare Jesus' words of institution at the Last Supper among the various New Testament accounts, you will quickly discover that they are not identical. See Matthew 26:26, Mark 14:22, Luke 22:19, and 1 Corinthians 11:23. As New Testament scholar John Muir points out, there is real reason to wonder whether the gospel tradition and the evangelists were all that concerned about the precise wording of what Jesus said. For example, we have 4 reports of what Jesus said over the bread and wine at the Last Supper, and all 4 versions differ among themselves. So, can this be a divinely inspired work written by God that's inerrant, meaning perfect? No. So, therefore, literally, you just introduce doubt into every single line in the text, which is how you should read any text, but especially a 2,000-year-old book where we're not even sure who wrote it down or anything. We're not sure anything. So that's not good enough evidence to believe in magic. It's not good enough evidence to believe in an afterlife or ideas like sin or just anything else that the church preaches. They might be right, they might be wrong, but the Bible can't tell us because the Bible disagrees with itself. So therefore, it's not good evidence. Along similar lines, Pope Benedict XVI emphasizes that the 4 Gospels make no claim to literary accuracy in the manner of a recorded transcript. However, they do claim to correctly render the substance of the discourses of Jesus. They do so precisely because they are biographies. To sum up what we've learned in this chapter, it should be clear by now that the contention that the Gospels are not biographies is just plain wrong. Okay, straw-manning the opposite. Moreover, the use of modern-day children's folk tales like the story of George Washington and Cherry Tree as analogies for the kind of stories the Gospel contain is historically indefensible and, quite frankly, academically irresponsible. You can tell that really bugged him. Wow. Like the telephone game, these kinds of comparisons utterly fail to do justice to the actual literary genre and historical character of the 4 Gospels, but you literally just said that's what happened. So I don't understand. It is the telephone game. You just pointed that out like the 1 page ago. The Gospels are ancient biographies that intend to record the substance of what Jesus of Nazareth really did and said, but obviously contain errors, because you just said, he could have only said one thing at the Last Supper, or like one series of words, and if the 4 Gospels disagree, now that calls into question everything Jesus ever said, as recorded in the Bible. We don't know if it's true, because it can disagree with itself, and furthermore, they could all 4 say the same thing and still be wrong. Of course, the fact that the Gospels are biographies doesn't settle the question of whether the authors are telling us the truth about Jesus. For one thing, were the authors of the Gospels even able to remember accurately what Jesus did and said? Exactly how much time had passed between the life of Jesus and the writing of the Gospels? What if the Gospels were written too late to be historically reliable? These questions take us straight into the topic of our next chapter, the dating of the Gospels. Awesome. That sounds exciting, so looking forward to that one.